want to talk.
Huh? Hope Jessica gets up. We're just trying to do the right thing. Well, what do you know about doing the right thing?
Be a time I... What, Lainey? Ah, well, obviously, nothing to do with you and Bo. Don't spare my feelings. I'm only your sister. I hate watching how you manipulate him. We've already been through this. It kills
Me that I can't say anything about it.
I'm not manipulating anybody.
Oh, sure, you'll go to jail if it helps him find out if Matthew's his son. That's nonsense.
Well, maybe it's nonsense
you
to
have no intention of going to jail, Lindsay.
Well, you think I'm afraid of prison?
You are afraid of anything and anyone who separates you from Bo.
That's love. I don't think it's anything I need to be ashamed of.
Using Bo's dreams of a son to get him back? That's what you call love?
That's not what I'm doing. Besides, this is between me and Bo.
No. It's between Bo and anyone else who cares about him.
Like you? You barely even know him.
You know what? I know him better than you think I do. I met him long before I knew that you were even involved with him.
If you'll excuse me a moment, I simply must say hello to my dear friend.
RJ, don't. Things are already bad enough between you guys.
You know, that is really starting to bore me. Hey, Commissioner, I thought that was you sitting over here. What are you having? Let me get you one.
What's this about, RJ?
Oh, now, do I sense an aura of distrust? Come on, I'm willing to forget what you did to me at Rhodey's. Didn't I just drop the brutality charge against the LPD and you? No, I think that should earn me just a little gratitude.
Yeah, if you meant it. You don't.
What's up with that?
I don't know. Take a seat. Maybe we can find out together.
You all right?
Sorry, no call button. Do you have a minute?
For you? Absolutely.
I owe you an apology.
You owe me an apology for what?
For yelling at you. For threatening you. I realize you're just trying to make me better and not trying to kill me.
Wow. I appreciate the vote of confidence.
And I want you to know, I don't want to prosecute you either. I just really want you to let me go. Colin, if you let me go home, I promise you, I will not tell anyone about you. I promise. I won't press criminal charges. I'll forget where I've been. I'll forget what you've done. I'll forget who you are. I won't remember anything. I promise I'll forget everything. What's so funny? I'm not trying to be funny here.
Oh, well, you're funnier than you think.
No, this is the perfect proposition. You grant me my freedom, I guarantee you yours. I'm serious.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. About setting me up again.
What do you mean setting you up?
That legal reference you gave me? You said it would stall Laney's divorce action and stop Sam Rappaport in his tracks? Yeah, well, that's exactly what it did. Especially since it was really a secret message letting him know you were with me.
Okay, even more the reason why you should let me go. You think Sam is gonna let this go? No, you release me, I'll protect you. And I keep my promises. You can ask anybody in the business. As a matter of fact, why don't you go and ask anybody in town?
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. I'll go check on the credentials of a deceased lawyer. I'm sure no one will be suspicious. But that didn't occur to you at all, did it?
Well, you can't blame a girl for trying.
No, I don't. I've come to expect nothing less of you, Scarlett. You know, I named you Scarlett because of your hair, but it also describes your temperament.
Ugh.
Come on, you haven't stopped fighting me since the train wreck. Look, if I let you go, you and Sam and Commissioner Buchanan will hunt me down to the ends of the earth. What?
How do you know all about Bo?
Bo, you have some serious trust issues to deal with. You know that? I mean, I come in here willing to forgive and forget.
You forget nothing, RJ, and you forgive even less.
Well, maybe I've changed. People do, you know, especially when they've been through some terrible trauma. And I have. Talking about Nora, you know.
You should be.
But whether you like it or not, I cared about her too. And suddenly, painfully, she's gone. And why? Because at the very moment that she really needed someone, she was let down. What? What's wrong? Did I say something? Come on, Commissioner. You're not going to hit me again, are you?
No, RJ. I just want to know what you're up to.
First, RJ wants Bo's blood. Then all of a sudden, he drops the lawsuit. Why?
That surprised me as much as anybody else.
Oh, and I thought you two were buddies.
Well, we're friends, but that doesn't mean that he tells me anything. I've already told him to forget about revenge. Wasn't all it was cracked up to be, you know? He should just accept what's happened and get on with his life.
Yeah, I heard.
When?
Oh, at the police station, I think I heard everything you wanted me to hear when you were advising RJ.
You were listening to us?
Oh, it was just like when you tried to take back the accusation against Cristian and Jessica, and it was just like when you tried to offer a reward for information against Asa. All one big show, Roseanne. And I know who the audience is.
Who?
Cristian. And I guess you want me to go back and tell him how you've changed your ways, right?
Maybe this doesn't have anything to do with Cristian at all. You ever think of that?
I know you hate my guts, RJ.
You think so? But then you thought that all those attempts to kill me was because I hated someone or because someone hated me, and you were wrong. It was all about love. Mine for her.
Yeah, I guess that's one way to look at it. That's what it all comes down to, right? It was all about Taya. And the fact that you loved her, and then she left you.
That would be a pretty good reason, don't you think?
Yeah, you know, the only thing that ever really humanized you at all was the fact that Taya loved you. And now you're turning all that into a joke.
No, it's no joke. I mean, to have someone you love who loves you and then to have them suddenly disappear, there's nothing funny about that. But then you know all about it, don't you?
I'll tell you something that I know. Whatever you're planning to pull next, I'll deal with it.
Oh, yes. Yes, you will.
You knew Bo before. How?
It was a while back. I ran over his motorcycle.
You did what?
I was pulling off the interstate, going into a diner, and I ran over a parked motorcycle. It just turned out to be Bo's.
And how did you know that?
Oh, well, he let me know that, that's for sure. I apologized, and he calmed down, and after a while, we started talking, and, well...
Well, what?
He made a very big impression on me. I mean, after all, I drove over his motorcycle and...
His motorcycle? I know what night that was. That must have been the night that Bo left Landview without telling anybody. Lainey, that was the night that I lost our baby. Lindsay, are you sure? I never needed him so much before or since. I was scared and alone, and I wanted him with me so bad.
Honey, I'm so sorry. If I would have known that, I would have never have...
You never would have what?
I just would have never kept that to myself.
Well, why did you? What is so terrible about a little fender bender that you have to treat it like some deep, dark secret?
It's not that it was a dark secret. It was just an embarrassing one, and it wasn't important. At least, not at first.
Well, what does that mean? Is there something more to this than you're telling me?
Lindsay, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, that's a good thing, because I could tell if you were lying to me. I've always been able to tell.
What are you talking about?
Ah, when you lie, your body language gives it away.
You never told me that before.
Well, that's the price you pay for being the beloved daughter. You never had to learn to fake your feelings.
What is it that I do that gives me away?
Well, I'm not going to tell you that. Does that make you nervous?
No, not really. Because I don't intend to lie.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. So, why don't you tell me the whole story about you and Beau? Start to finish.
You and, the fugitive, you guys don't like me very much, do you?
Any reason why we should?
Not really, no. Except that without me, Will would be on his way to Landview right now, lashed to the front end of the bounty hunter's SUV. But don't let that influence you.
It doesn't. Because if it wasn't for you, Taya would still be with her family.
Yeah, that and the $5 million I gave her is the best thing that ever happened to her.
Where is she?
She's in a better place.
What did you do to her?
I don't remember. There's a lot of screaming, and then I just went black.
You're sick.
Yeah, you're the first person to ever tell me that.
Oh, yeah, you can joke, but I wouldn't put it past you to hurt Taya.
Ease up, Schwarzenegger, okay? If you find out where Taya is, you let me know. She didn't leave me a forwarding address.
Well, good for her. You spent over a year messing up her head. And now you think you're gonna mess Jessica's head? I got news for you, Manny. It's not gonna happen. Jessica's got someone that's looking out for her.
Yeah? Looks like she's got Will looking out for her.
I know why you want to leave the country. It's because you feel guilty about my mother, right?
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's part of it.
You love me, and you want to make me happy.
Yes, completely.
Right. So throwing away your life and disappearing forever, that's supposed to make me happy. Will, think about it. It's doing the exact opposite.
But what about this life that we have going on now? This is making you happy?
Well, I don't...
No, Jess, come on, let's face it. It is not right, okay? I love you, but this is my problem, and I never should have made you a part of it.
Why are you talking like this? Did Cristian make you feel guilty?
No.
Is that what this is?
No, I do not need Chris to show me how wrong this is. Your grandfather framed me, he completely ruined my life, and you feel that you have to make it up to me. You don't. Besides, I realize now that it's Chris that you want to be with, so.
Why would you say that?
I saw you. Here. I saw how close you were.
Will, you're wrong. Look, I'm not asking you to stay here out of guilt or friendship or loyalty. I'm asking you to stay here because I love you.
Anything I can help you with, Commissioner?
That's okay, Antonio. I can handle this.
Oh, hey, I'm trying to make friends here, not enemies. But I know when to quit.
What are you up to, RJ?
Oh, you too, Roseanne? Like, come on. I walk in here with an olive branch of peace, and everyone thinks that I must be up to something.
You told me yourself that you were still after revenge.
No, but it matters not what I say, but what I do. Now, do you see me doing anything vengeful? Come on, I'll take you home.
No, thanks. I am not ready to leave yet.
Of course not.
But you will be. Thanks for the backup, Antonio, but I'm not gonna let RJ provoke me. I've learned my lesson.
No, I don't necessarily think he's trying to get to you this time, Commissioner. You know, it's like that old boxer's trick. Feint to the head so you don't see where the real blow's coming from.
Which is where?
Well, I'm not sure, but after RJ dropped the lawsuit and left the police station, I decided to follow him.
So you're already thinking like a cop. That's great. That's great. Did you come up with anything?
He met with some guy in the park. It's the second time I've seen him with the guy, but I'm not sure what they're up to, but they're definitely scheming. And for some reason, my gut's telling me it involves you.
Nora, hardly an hour goes by when you don't mention Bo Buchanan's name.
But I never mentioned his occupation. As a matter of fact, I deliberately kept the fact that he was commissioner of police to myself.
Well, the local newspapers aren't so discreet. In fact, the further adventures of Commissioner Buchanan are a regular feature on the front page.
Show me one.
Sorry, Magda's picked the house clean. Cherryvale recycles. But look, I did bring you some magazines. You know, I wish you wouldn't look at me like that.
Colin, when you went to see Sam about the divorce, how is he?
Super lawyer Sam, oh, he was all business.
And my baby? How's my baby?
I didn't see him. Look, obviously I can't release you today, but there is something I can do to help you get home sooner. You interested?
I'm listening, Laney. If there's something going on between you and Bo, I have a right to know about it, don't you think?
Lindsay, I know how much you've been hurt. And the last thing I want to do is hurt you again.
Oh,
but
hey, there you are. I've been looking all over for you. Is everybody celebrating in Lambview today? Is that what this is?
It's Independence Day, Sam. When I celebrate it, I think of you.
You've been looking for me, Sam?
Yeah. Actually, Marianne's got the bath water all ready for Matthew, and she's ready to go.
Oh, okay. I hope you didn't think that I intended
She had no intention of letting me anywhere near Matthew.
I trust Laney. I'm sure she didn't.
Okay, I'll take him home right now. Actually, I think he already spotted you.
Hey, buddy. Hello. How you doing? Good to see you. Oh, how's my boy? How's my boy? Oh. Well, you're going to go home and have a little bathroom now. And after that, I'll see you when I get back, okay? Okay? All right, here we go. Okay, don't go too fast in that thing.
Bye.
Bye. Did you have something you wanted to say to me, Lindsay?
You selfish, arrogant idiot.
Are you kidding? I'm interested in anything that'll get me home even one day sooner. What did you have in mind?
Physical therapy. Now, it's going to take a lot of hard work on your part. We'll start with some simple range of motion exercises designed to restore the flexibility and work the muscles. Might as well get started.
Hey.
Look, I am not here to hurt you or to frighten you. I'm here to make you well.
Just a minute. Okay.
I'll warm my hands up for you first, okay?
How could you even think of having me arrested?
Well, when you commit a crime these days, Lindsay, somebody's bound to think of having you arrested.
I could have been thrown in jail.
Yeah, you know, I'm beginning to think that's exactly where you belong.
Oh, would that make you feel better, putting me in jail for telling Bo the truth?
Wait a minute here. The charge would read bribing Jeff Barnes.
I told Bo that Matthew might be his son. I told the truth. That's my crime.
Excuse me, isn't it a little late to have truth as your cause?
Because I didn't want to hurt you, Sam. I always knew that Jeff Barnes might have changed those test results, but I didn't tell you because I didn't want to destroy your world. Now, you don't think anything of destroying mine. You just want to get even for all the things you think I've done to Nora.
Leave the mother of my son out of this.
I am the mother of your other son and your daughter. Now, one doesn't want to come home and the other one is on the run, but they are still your children and mine. Don't you care about how they'd feel if you had me put in jail? Or is Matthew your only family now?
Now, Will and Jen are my family, too, and I love them just as much as I love Matthew. And I know it would hurt both of them terribly if you were in jail. But this lie of yours, Lindsay, this is the neutron bomb of all lies. You set this off, and whole families just vaporize. So you better find a very dark, cold place in which you can put this lie, or I will put you away in a very dark and cold place, I swear it.
There's only one problem, Sam. What I said about the paternity isn't a lie. And you know there's a possibility that it's true. And that possibility scares you to death.
You know, the way RJ operates, Antonio, he could have 1,000 different schemes and scams going at the same time. So, what makes you think that he and this guy are plotting against me?
Well, first he drops the lawsuit against you. Why?
According to him, he had a change of heart.
Oh, I don't think he's capable of that.
Could you hear what they were talking about?
No, but by the way RJ and his buddy were looking around to see if anyone was listening, I got a gut feeling they weren't talking about the All-Star game.
What'd the guy look like?
Caucasian, 5'10", 160 pounds, brown hair, blue eyes, well-dressed.
Oh, fine.
I've never seen him before.
I have. His name is Jeff Barnes.
Will, if I thought that you leaving the country was the best thing for you, yes, it would kill me, but I wouldn't stop you. That's not the point now, and you know it.
No, I don't know that, Jess. And there are a lot of people that think Ben has the right idea here. What makes you so sure I'm not one of them?
Because you didn't even think about it when he first suggested it. It's only now that you changed your mind, because you're worried about me. I don't want you to go, Will. It'll kill me if you go.
You're making this so hard on me.
Good. It's the whole idea.
I have so many dreams about us, and...
What kind of dreams?
I love you, Jess. I want to marry you. I want to look down the aisle and see you wearing a white dress heading straight for me. I want to take your hand and put a ring on it and make you the happiest girl in the world every day for the rest of your life. I want to have a family with you.
Then why don't you give your dreams a chance?
God, you know, it would be hard enough to leave if you let me, but if you ask me not to go, it's impossible, so... No, I'm not going anywhere, okay? I'm not gonna go anywhere, Jess, until you tell me to go.
You promise?
Yes. Promise.
What is it?
Why are you doing this? Why are you making me better?
Because I'm a doctor. It's the one thing I'm good at. I want to give you the power to walk again. The power to walk out on me. The power to go home to your little baby, to pick him up and to tell him that you love him. And we're going to have to do this therapy every day if you want to walk again.
Oh, you just try and stop me.
Good girl. And gradually, we're going to progress to sitting and standing, and then finally, walking. You're going to have to endure some pain if you want to regain your strength. I'll be here to help you through it, okay?
There must be two Collins. There has to be. There's the Colin that's holding me captive, and then there's this Colin, the one who is healing me. When he's not busy writing love letters. There's one on the nightstand.
No one was supposed to see that but Lainey.
Oh, you should get better locks.
Maybe I'll do that.
Oh, which Colin was that? Was that the prison warden who had his house rules broken, or was that the romantic doctor who had his heart broken? I need to know why you're keeping me here. I think I'd heal a lot faster if I knew.
Really? What do you base that medical opinion on?
I think it would inspire trust between us, and it's important for a patient to trust her doctor, don't you think?
What if a doctor can't trust himself anymore?
Why wouldn't he?
Have you ever taken a wrong step that you immediately regretted but couldn't take back? All you could do was just watch yourself being slowly pulled under.
Is that what you did with me?
I have to go somewhere. Magda's here if you need anything.
You can't live with the idea that Matthew might be Beau's, and there's no one else for you to take it out on except me.
You'll do until something better comes along.
I bribed Jeff Barnes to change the test results. I didn't change Matthew's paternity. You are either his father or you're not.
I don't need a test to tell me what I know. I am Matthew's father.
Well, then you
I
should
know.
be as anxious to find out those test results as Beau is. But no, instead, you accuse me of lying, you threaten me with jail, and I think you have to ask yourself, why?
I know why. Lindsay, this is your sickest scheme yet. You realize that? And I owe it to my son to do everything I can to stop you.
Sam, don't you want to know the truth?
I know the truth. Lindsay, the truth is Beau doesn't love you the way that he used to, the way that you want him to, and you just want to try to get that back.
Beau is as much a part of my life as he always was.
Yeah, but that's not the question. The question is, are you as much a part of Beau's life as you would like? See, I think you see him slipping through your fingers every day, and all this stuff about Matthew, it's just your way. It's just a desperate effort to try to get him back.
That's not true. And sooner or later, you're gonna have to face reality.
So are you, Lindsay. You're gonna have to face reality, too, and when you do that, it's over between you and Beau. Look, I don't doubt that you love the man, but the fact is you never understood him. Everything you did to try to hold on to him, all the tricks, all the lies, all the deceit, it only pushed him further away. And you don't want to face that. But I'm sure you see it every time you look in his eyes.
No, I don't. And I look into his eyes a lot more often than you do. And lately, the only thing I've been noticing is how much they look like Matthew's.
So, who's this Jeff Barnes?
He's a small-time opportunist with a talent for trouble.
And you think he's trying to make trouble for you?
Yeah, he already has.
Now he's working for RJ. Not one of your biggest fans.
Antonio, I've got an assignment for you if you're interested.
You name it.
Keep an eye on RJ. Let me know where and when he meets with this guy, Jeff Barnes. Because they're definitely planning something.
No impossibilities, huh? Gosh, no, I just got nothing but questions. I'm being crushed with questions. Is it possible that Matthew is Beau's? Did you try to get a message to me? Did you try, or am I just completely stressed out or crazy? You're both. You're alive. So help me out here, okay? Huh? Help me out.
Antonio, so what's the commissioner done now, huh? Did he throw you a bone? Tell you to go fetch his slippers?
Oh, better than that, RJ.
RJ, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything.
Look, I gotta run, Roseanne. I got an early morning training session with Sophia.
Yeah, I know. She told me. What, she didn't tell you? She's living at my place now.
Since when?
Since I found out she was living in a dive.
Isn't the penthouse gonna get a little crowded if you're figuring on having Cristian live there when he gets back?
You know that's not gonna happen. And, I even know that now. So, I, had the extra space, and I felt sorry for her.
Oh, another good deed, Roseanne?
It's not so hard to believe.
Well, no, not at all. As long as there's something in it for you.
What could possibly be in this for me?
That's what I'm wondering. Bo, I'll keep you posted.
Good.
Well, glad I found you.
What, is there a problem?
There could have been. I just came this close to telling Lindsay what happened between us.
Maybe you should have. Maybe it's time she knew.
Oh, Colin, don't sneak up on me like that. You could give me a heart attack.
Well, that's a pretty rare event in an otherwise healthy woman of your age, Lindsay. In fact, I'm sure you'll bury us all.
Is there something you want to talk to me about?
Not out here, I don't. Open the door.
Well, make it snappy. I've had a really bad day.
Well, that's too bad, because I'm about to make it worse.
Well, don't start with me. My ex-husband wants to put me in jail.
Well, don't worry, that's going to be redundant in a few weeks.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nora's getting well. And when I think she's ready, I'm letting her go.
She's gonna go straight to the police.
That's right. So you better figure out how to stop me from being charged with kidnapping. Because if I go down, Lindsay, I'm taking you with me.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
On the next One Life to Live.
Are you interested in somebody else?
You know, Sam, I thought I saw Nora.
I need you to take this to the police.
The only reason you want to keep Nora prisoner is so you can snag Bo. It's not gonna happen.
Plunge into the sensational summer soaps only at abc.com, part of the Go Network.